It's Crazy Mark here again. And guess what? I'm back in town. The big hair is back. Back for you. Oh, yeah. And who do we have in the studio with us now? I wonder who it could be. Looky there. Looks like a rabid dog's been coming after my hair. Oh, there it is. There they are, you know. You give Ann a weapon, and look at what she does. Yeah, you're just not safe from Ann. You give her a blaster gun Rama thing, and that's it.
Oh boy!
And you saw it here. This is what happens all the time over at CMN TV. Yeah, get on over to the studio. We're having fun. You know you want to be a guest on the show. Well. I wonder who could be in the studio today. It's got to be, it must be Ghostbusters! Yes!
All right.
Hey. Welcome back, Eric. Welcome back, Steve. Welcome back, Mike. And just for those of you who are tuning in and have no audio abilities in your ears, let's take a look at who they are. Yes, we've got Eric, we got Steve, we got Matt, and we have Slimer. Oh yeah. So yeah, we're back again. We're back here in the room, the little creepy room here. And since the creepy clown craze is over, well, I'm back. Or is it over? Oh yeah. So let me ask, Eric, how are you doing?
Good. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing good.
It's a pleasure to be back here.
How you like that?
It's good to be back here with you. We always love recording videos with you.
Man, I mean, Ghostbusters were the awesomest thing to ever happen. It was like 1984, was it?
Yep,
you know?
84 when it came out, the first movie.
I mean, I can't believe it myself. The time has flown so much when that thing came out, you know. But you know what really got it rolling, rocking and rolling, don't you? I mean...
The cast.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live cast.
Yeah. It was just, you know, off the hook because, you know, you had... John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis. You had, did I mention Bill Murray already or whatever? But yeah, it was just, it was fantastic. I mean, I got to ask you here, Eric, what was your first reaction when we saw Ghostbusters?
When I first saw it, I think it's the first reaction that most kids nowadays that they have. You know, like you see this new generation come out and they're watching this old movie from 1984 and they get obsessed with it like we did when we were kids. You know, so it's pretty much the same reaction now for kids as it was for us when we were little. Only the kids now have a lot better toys than what we had. A lot better stuff, you know. So
I don't know, man. It's like having the undead visit me in the middle of the night. But no, seriously speaking, Ghostbusters was this plowing overnight success thing, but it seemed like overnight because, you know, I mean, first they started off with, Blues Brothers. That's what really kicked it home. I mean, what do you think, Eric?
Yeah, Blues Brothers definitely, that proved probably to the studios the most that this group of comedians was able to pull something off like Ghostbusters, because I feel for a while Dan Aykroyd he had this idea in his head because his family had somewhat of a background in the paranormal, being interested in that and researching it. And as far as the Ghostbusters movie itself, that was something that they were able to finally get through because they could prove that they could be funny and they could pull off a movie like that. And they found the right studio to do it. And then I know they had a pretty big, they didn't have a big deadline, so they had a small deadline to get that thing done, because even though they had this great idea, the studio was like, all right, here's your time frame. We need this movie coming out this time. And they're like, okay. So I know a lot of the stuff was rushed, even though I know the script probably...
Like, you got a deadline.
Yeah.
You got to have it done by this time. Ooh.
Right. And they pulled it off.
Yeah. And you know, I got to wonder here, you know, Steve, when you saw Ghostbusters for the first time, I mean, what were the circumstances? Were you drunk? Were you eating? Did you take the family out? I mean, did you sneak in like a big bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken? Tell us, Steve, what happened with your first experience with Ghostbusters?
So my first experience, I was around 9 years old when I saw it. So no, I wasn't drunk. So it was a movie.
Oh, come on, wait a minute here. No, really, I was a kid too. How could I have snuck in with a bottle of old, you know, whatever? No, but seriously, back to you. Yeah.
So when I saw it, I just remember immediately seeing, like, when the movie was over with, I wanted to see it again. So it was one of those movies that I just remember I've never wanted to see. I saw a movie, and then the minute it was over with, I wanted to see it again. So, and a small story about that is that when I was young, we used to play a game.
All right.
We would watch Ghostbusters, me and my friends when we were young.
Only a game. Win or lose, live or die.
No, it wasn't that kind of game, was it?
No, it wasn't that type of game. But we would order Domino's, and we would order an insane amount of food. And whoever laughed first at the movie, they would have to pay for all the food. And we would do this every other weekend, and that would kick off our movie night when I was a kid.
You know, I got to do that. I got to do something where it's the first person to bust a nut has to buy me dinner. Yeah, yeah. It's like, okay, you're the one who pays tonight. Yeah, but let me ask you, Matt, what about you? What circumstances did you have as far as first time you saw Ghostbusters? I mean, were you drunk? Were you speeding down the road? Were you watching it on your iPad? I mean, were you on your smartphone? Did you?
Actually, we had the crisp new technology of VHS. So, that just came out, so I was about 5 years old. This new thing called a video store. We rented that and Back to the Future, and I just absolutely love Ghostbusters. Granted, though, at the time, the library ghosts kind of spooked me out a little bit. That really kind of started the raised the bar high, but then it was comedy mixed with kind of like horror elements, which was it was really cool, and it just was a perfect package. And I loved it, and the cartoon series came out, and that just kind of fortified my continued love for the series. And
cartoon series. I mean, are you talking about the real Ghostbusters with the gorilla, or what are you talking about here? What, the cartoon series? I missed something here. Tell us.
Well, Filmation Ghostbusters was out with the gorilla, which is based on the 1975 TV series, live-action TV series. But the real Ghostbusters, that's where I was at. That's where I was at.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the real Ghostbusters, and Filmation, She-Ra. We'll call on She-Ra here,
Filmation was good. It wasn't what we were looking for,
No, it was actually a sequel to the TV series. Because the guys that were in the TV series, their sons took over the business. So it was kind of a cool concept.
It was a cool concept, but when we were kids, seeing that movie, that's what hit me. Where I was I wanted to see the real Ghostbusters. I still like the Ghostbusters, but it was it didn't hit me as much as that movie did.
It was more unrealistic. Was
it Slimer? I loved seeing Slimer. I loved seeing Slimer as a kid, but I didn't really like that spin-off they did with Slimer and the real Ghostbusters when they basically didn't have any Ghostbusters. They had Slimer, and then what was the cat's name?
The chef, and I can't
the professor with the cat. I was like, I want to see the Ghostbusters, not the
first 5.5 seasons.
What about you? Are you agreeing with these cats over here? I mean, what they're spilling out on the table about Ghostbusters? Do you love it or do you hate it? Remember to like, comment, and ask. I gotta ask, should I buy the chinchilla? Eric. Okay. Eric, all of a sudden he gets this look on his face. We have sitting with us also, aside from the humans, we have the wonderful Slimer right there. And I don't know how many people have actually had a chance to see Ghostbusters, but I'm going to throw a teaser at you that's going to make you want to go out, rent the movie, and see the thing. So, here, let's check out Slimer here and see what happens, okay? Remember, you're going to see this. You're going to want to see Ghostbusters if you haven't seen it yet.
Beckman? Beckman!
What a disgusting blob. I'm gonna have to hold him myself.
Ray.
Pinkman! I saw it! I saw it! I saw it!
It's right here, Ray. It's looking at me.
He's an ugly little spud, isn't he?
I think he can hear you, Ray.
Don't move. It won't hurt you.
Oh no! What happened? Oh, what did Slimer do? Did Slimer A, possess Bill Murray? Or did B, did Bill Murray become Slimer? Or C, did Slimer kill Bill Murray in the movie? You gotta go watch it and find out. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil anything for the younger generation. What about you, Eric?
No, you gotta see what happens.
Oh yeah, right on.
It's pretty funky. It's pretty funky.
Speaking of funky here, I understand that when it came time to choose a vehicle for the Ghostbusters, I mean, which direction did you go there, Eric?
The direction we went was a forced direction. So
The fourth direction.
a forced one, yeah.
Forced.
Basically, what happened was, we I always liked older cars, and I had a friend of mine. It was his mother's car, and then their family's car before that. So basically, the same family had this '77 Wagoneer, American Motors Wagoneer, their whole lives. And it sat at their house for a while, and I told them, I'd really like to buy it. And one day, their dad was like, hey, I feel I don't want to sell this thing for too much because I know it's going to cause you a lot of problems, and because it was such an old car. So they sold it to me, and I bought it, and it was my car. I would drive around, and then during that time was when we started being Ghostbusters. And the car itself, that's just how we got to where we were going, because it was the car I was driving. And all the gear fits in the back of it. I could fit 2 slime blowers in the bottom and 3 packs on top, and I could fit all the gear, and I could drive 6
Not
people.
one, but 2 slime blowers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, you ain't experienced nothing till you've been slime blown. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that all the gear would fit in the back, and we would take it to events, and everything fit in there. And then one day what happened was we were driving back from a parade in Paw Paw, and there was a construction on the road, and someone wasn't paying attention, and they just flew right over and smashed right into me, and I drove off the...
Only in Paw Paw.
Yeah.
In Michigan, Paw Paw. So
Right.
what were you going to get in Paw Paw? A fender bender. Whoa.
Yeah, so the car, luckily the Kalamazoo Ghostbusters were close by there, and one of their members lives in Paw Paw, and he let me tow the Jeep there, and it sat there not for too long. I don't remember the exact time frame, but it sat there and until I could get a U-Haul and come over there and bring it back over here to this side of town. And we did that, and we brought it over here, and it sat in my mom's garage for a while. And Ernie Hudson, who's a native to Detroit, he was coming here to the Imagine Theaters to sign autographs on Halloween, and we needed a vehicle to drive him in.
So wait a minute. You actually, you connected with one of the Ghostbusters?
Oh, yeah, Ernie... Ernie was friends with someone who was friends with Paul, who was the CEO and owner of Imagine Theaters. And what ended up happening is Ernie was going out, they were showing Ghostbusters at theaters for Halloween. Ernie was going to sign the autographs, and then that's how we ended up getting in connection with them, was because we were there at the theater so people could take photos with us with gear, and we needed a car to drive them in. And, we could basically take them in any car we wanted, but obviously we wanted to have a Ghostbuster car, and since
That is so sweet.
yeah, it was so close to Halloween. It was by the time where they said, "Hey, we want to drive them around in a car." At that time, 2 weeks to Halloween, we were like, "Well, we didn't have an ectomobile. Other people had ectomobiles, but they were all tied up in other parts, and no one could commit for the whole weekend." So what we did was, in about a week and a half, I found the hood and fenders at a junkyard up north somewhere. I bought a radiator online at Radiators Express, and we slapped it all together. We got the hood and fenders on there before there was even a radiator in it. We painted it. The thing the thing didn't even run, So we got that radiator in it. And we're like, all right. And the car, after everything was done, it was still a '77 Wagoneer. So I remember when Ernie was in the car for the first time when we picked him up, we were driving him to his hotel. We're driving it, and I start hearing this squeaking noise. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, it's got to be the car next to me because I never heard. When you drive an old car like that, you know how it feels. You know how it sounds.
Oh wait. It never is your car. It's got to be that new thing, or it's the truck. All trucks make those noises. Never your car. Never is.
Yeah, especially when you got one of the original Ghostbusters in there riding in it. But he was pretty cool, and he's like. He started talking about an old car that he had that he said every time he'd hit the accelerator, exhaust would just go in through the vents into the cockpit. So,
Rider.
It was later on we ended up checking out to see exactly what was wrong with the car, and it ended up being one of the brake pads was broken. It had a crack in it, so it was squeaking when it was moving. So I mean, the car was fine. The car was safe, has emergency brake and everything. It's like a tank. So
oh man, it's like a tank. So take a little trip with me, the low rider. Yeah. So cool. What we got to do here though is that. Okay, you sent me these photos and everything of your beloved Ectomobile.
Yeah.
And so I put together this little tribute for you. So we're going to turn the... Oh, wait. Before we do the tribute here, a lot of people say, who the heck is this guy? Well, it's got to be Crazy Mark here. Oh, yeah. CrazyMark.com. I'm your host with the mostest. Who else said that? Lots of people said that. But anyway, I'm for real. I'm the real deal. Ooh, let's check out that Ectomobile. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, it is. Da 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 da. Bustermobile.
Crazy Mark TV. Crazy Mark TV.
Man, Eric, I'll tell you, man, it looks like in the amount of time that you've been together that you've really become super popular. I mean, tell us about it.
Well, in those pictures that you saw, that first picture of the car was at my work at the tech center in our employee car show. That was the car original, how I used to drive it around. And then you could see how it went through the quick week and a half process of getting it all together. And, you could see also the different members that we've had over the years. We have grown. It started off with just me and some family members and some friends, and then over time, actually, we're still all a bunch of friends now.
Now, Steve, let me ask you: what's your experience riding around in the first Ectomobile with Eric? Have you?
Be kind. Be kind.
I love it. I love the attention that we get, and the people love it. You get so much attention. You get honks, horns, and people taking pictures and thumbs up. It's a joy to ride in the vehicle.
Yeah, and what about you, Matt?
I love it. In fact, I've actually driven it a couple of times now too. Eric has allowed me the opportunity to take the keys and take it to some of our events too, and it's really an amazing fun time. Like you said, everybody's driving by, and then you'll see the car slowly come back. A phone will come out the window, and they'll take some pictures, and they'll just drive past you. It's amazing. It's fun.
They're doing the selfie while driving. It's like, hey, let's get a shot here.
All the time. All the time.
It's great when you're trying to get over. When you're trying to change lanes.
Like, we're going to get a selfie with you. All of a sudden, it's like, woo!
Yeah, you're driving, you're trying to change lanes, and you're like, what is going on here? And then you see them pull up, and they got a camera, they're taking a photo, and then, depending on what we're doing, what event we're going to, sometimes the Jeep is great because it's windows all the way around. You can see everything, but then if I got the back packed up to the ceiling, you can't really see too much. So
it's like you got the cool breeze going on there. yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, again, you've grown this meteoric success of the Ghostbusters. I mean, it was only like maybe 4 years ago that I ran into you over at Fantasticon here. Let's see if we got that.
Yeah, we
Like there you were up on stage, and it was like the most. I mean, in a way, you already started off big because you've got the Ghostbusters name.
Yep.
And then you know, it's like all of a sudden, it just grows from there.
Yeah, we were originally the real Ghostbusters Detroit because there's some friends of mine, Kim and Terrence, did a fan film in Detroit called Detroit Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't want to be confused with them when we kind of did like the cartoon, how there's the real Ghostbusters and the Ghostbusters cartoon. We did, well, we're the real Ghostbusters because we're the Ghostbusters, where Detroit Ghostbusters was the fan film. And
that's like me saying, like, I'm the real Crazy Mark because the other guy at the top hat isn't really a Crazy Mark. He's a Mark Monster. But then I'm a Creepy Mark because I look like a clown. And like, where does it end? It's, you know, speaking of meteoric successes here, you know, I'm gonna go back here. Meteoric successes. Let's check out this fantastic video we have of you all over. I mean, you do these huge productions. Let's check this one out over here. It was over in Lansing at How to Halloween.
They're disappointed they didn't win. I think we're gonna have to get these guys out of here.
What about us, huh? What about us? Stay popping Beetlejuice from this place.
Wait a second, what we got going on here? Hold on. Wait a second. down here.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, man. Dude.
Yeah, that How to
Eric,
Halloween.
man, that was an elaborate production. That was just fantastic off the hook. I mean, you've gotten way larger than before. I mean, you're
Right.
always in demand. How do you handle always being in demand?
It's rough. So when we started off, like I said, it was me and some friends and some family. We'd go to events, and then we ran into the Kalamazoo Ghostbusters. And
Okay.
when we ran into them, that was when at the time they said, we should form a group. The first time I met the Kalamazoo Ghostbusters, we should form a group, and that's where Ghostbusters Detroit came from, or the real Ghostbusters Detroit. And then over time, we would go out to events. So that was in Lansing. So Kalamazoo Ghostbusters would go there, Detroit Ghostbusters would go there, and we're like, well, we should form a coalition, and that's where the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition came from. Was when we were like, well, we're going out all together. Let's form one big unity for the whole area.
Where can people get in touch with you here, Eric, again?
The best place, GhostbustersDetroit.com. That pulls up our Facebook. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, but pretty much everything. If you look up Ghostbusters Detroit, that's us at the top. You can see us by our logo here that you see, our new design that we got going on here. So Ghostbusters Detroit's the best place to find us.
Right on, right on. And right now, this is Crazy Mark here, and you know where you can find me. I'm at crazymark.com. Yeah, and a lot of other places. Yeah, And you know you're here on Crazy Mark TV. We'll see you next week at the same time, the same place. We're over and out.
Stars go out to play at night. Rock me gently in the silver moonlight. Make sweet love